Hello, you very gorgeous, lovely people. How are you doing? So, we're actually off on our holiday this week. So this is your week's coffee break, my new format that I'm trying to put one out for the week. A little bit longer content that you can either watch all in one and catch me in one big quality hit, or you can dip in and out of the sections if that suits your approach, your style, or just your lifestyle needs at the moment. So you do you. I've got some cards here that I'm just giving a little shuffle. I'll introduce them properly in a minute, but I just want to give them a shuffle while I'm talking to you. So my loves, I'm just going to have a little chat with you, give you a little check-in about us and our life. Then I'm going to share and invite you into something that you may or may not wish to contemplate, peruse with me, grow into a little bit. Then I'm going to pull us a card and do a little bit of EFT tapping with you, so just so you know what's upcoming. So the cards that I have picked up today are these. They're called Happi cards. Shift your perspective, access inner wisdom, create your dreams, and be inspired. All promised in this very tiny little box. So I'm hoping that delivers for you. I'll be doing that shortly. So my check-in with you is that we've been doing something very cool. We have been to a really big concert to see Olivia Rodrigo. That has been mega epic, exciting, massive level of fandom here from PDAer, and really cool, really fun, and really massive day out, late long drive back, and has kind of taken over our week. And I don't see that in a negative way, just in a, you know, it's really landed way for last week. And then of course, as I've said to you, we're on holiday this week, so it's been sort of that into rest and recover to really allow ourselves to come into holiday mode and that busy holiday time that we're going to have, because we go hard on holiday. Well, I know for some of you it's the opposite, and you kind of stay quite close to wherever you're staying, maybe stay inside, maybe, you know, need to really keep your energy, because actually being somewhere different and managing that is really challenging in lots of ways. But our PDAer loves to go hard on holiday. We are out and about doing. So we're going to have a busy old time. And it is also, you will really need to know, so that you can thoroughly celebrate with me, it's my birthday this week. And it is also my husband's birthday, because we are Gemini twins. We like to do everything in twos, including our birthdays, and we have them one day after each other. So for the million squillion years that we've been together now, we've always had a sort of a joint birthday couple of days. And since we had our daughter, it's been our family birthday time, really, because we make it our holiday week, and just celebrate life and enjoy that. So that's my check-in for you. We are great. We are having a very, you know, celebratory, blessed month, and I'm feeling very grateful for that. So the thing that I wanted to feel into was actually when we were going to our Olivia Rodrigo concert last week, I was laughing and smiling with my PDAer, because we drove past somewhere we used to regularly go on holiday when she was small, which is actually about 45 minutes drive from our house. And it's a caravan site, and we would go there with grandparents, and that was our holiday, because that was the maximum drive that she was comfortable with doing. And even that was like a stretch, because it was to go on holiday and it was like worth the extra energy, but that was like the maximum. And we were really, you know, smiling thinking about that when she was little. But inside it as well, I was just thinking of the enormity of growth that's come just from life. You know, I think that I've done. This isn't me, you know, doing some parent brag about my techniques or tricks or anything. Just accepting that things change and things shift, and our children and young people grow in such amazing ways, just like, you know, as part of their natural development of getting older and tolerating different things, but also that sort of that growth that comes through just that little extra stretch and that pegging one thing to the next. You know, when people talk about, I'm trying to think of the word, I haven't prepared it, but I can't think what it's called. But when children have very particular food preferences, sensory-wise or in any way, and they use this kind of pegging technique where they would take a safe and familiar food and then maybe just integrate some tiny change to stretch the experience in a way that's sort of still under the safety net, and just taking things out little by little by little. And that's, you know, we do a lot of that with our children for them to be able to grow within feeling safe, and so their anxiety response isn't triggered in their nervous system. And I was thinking about that in terms of our car ride, because we're driving up to this big concert, and actually our drive in total to get there was a bit over 3 hours, and then never mind being there and everything we did, and then driving home again that night, again the same, in the same day. And I was thinking, wow, that's like such a transformation to be able to contemplate doing something like that. So I was just really feeling that growth, and I was thinking about the expectations that I have of myself sometimes, how ridiculous they are, because actually that is the way to integrate comfortable change and expansion, isn't it? A little bit, a little pivot, a little stretch, a little growth, and allow it to settle, and a little more, and allow it to settle. And yet and I'm inviting you to just notice if this is in yourself or not, only you know, sometimes have the most outrageous expectation when I'm doing personal growth and transformation work, or I'm changing habits, or I'm wanting to transform something in my habits and patterns or in our family experience. And I just expect to go from here to here at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And it puts such an enormous pressure on me, such an enormous stress on my nervous system, and it doesn't allow for the integration, you know. And actually, so I really wanted to invite us, all of us, just to be with that and to notice that, and just to allow ourselves to be that really good inner parent to ourselves in our own growth and expansion and change journey, that we might not be able to get to this goal point right in this moment or right today, but we can keep our focus there. We can like put it in Google Maps and start heading there, but be really loving of ourselves, of what's the next little tiny step on that journey, and how can we really support ourselves to feel safe as we make these changes and allow them to integrate. So when you're being this great parent to your PDAers, I know you do all these things. You pack their comfy blankets in the car, and you bring their sensory toys, and you bring their favourite foods, and you talk them through what to expect and the things that are upcoming, and the times and the things they might see and the people they might come across and the music they might hear, and, you know, whatever it is, we prepare them and we support them, and we, you know, we're there for them. And I just want to invite us to be that inner parent for ourselves as we are going through that time of change, whatever it is, because we're always in some kind of change, that we can be so supportive of ourselves when we come at it from this approach, and know that we'll get there in our own timing. And we have this amazing inner barometer, our own inner guidance, which is leading us to that in our own perfect timing, and we can be in trust and flow as we receive all the support, as we allow ourselves to just wonder what the next tiny little step is, the next tiny little expansion, and allow ourselves to lean into it more fully. That's what I wanted to share with you today. I'm going to pull us a card now. So I've got my happy cards. Let's see, which one's got a little message for us today? These are so tiny that they're quite hard to shuffle, because they're like little doodahs. Oh, okay. What we got? Oh, lovely. Okay. it says, be open to receiving pleasure. You deserve it. Be open to receiving pleasure. You deserve it. Just notice what comes up for you. What are the things that come to mind when you think about receiving pleasure? What was the sort of first thing that came to mind? And what was the thing that came to mind when you heard you deserve it? How does that really land for you? Can you allow that to go in, that right now, just as you are, unconditionally, radically accepting yourself, where you're at, or your circumstances, that you are entirely and completely enough and you thoroughly deserve it without having to do anything, be anything, earn anything, change anything. Right now, you deserve it. Oh, I just felt like I wanted to put my hands over my heart and have a deep breath. So if you feel like you feel invited into doing that with me, you can do that now. Okay. And on the out breath, we can just allow ourselves to let go of any resistance which is showing up ready to be released, that we're already aware of. That resistance is there. There's that little nagging voice that's saying, yeah, but am I really? Because I do this wrong and I get that wrong and I haven't got this and I'm a bit this and I'm a bit that. And if only you knew, Lindsay, all my deep dark secrets, you'd never say I deserve it. Okay, and if you would like to do some EFT tapping with me, you can do that now. All you need to do is follow along with me. You don't need to hold your hands up. I'm just showing you. So you can either tap your hands together like this, or you can tap on the fleshy part of the hand, either way around, underneath the little finger. Makes me think, we used to listen to this song when our daughter was really young, and it was in a really sort of strong, thick American accent, which is the only way I can hear the song. And it was, tap your sticks together. Ooh. I don't know if you know it, but it's coming into my mind. It was like, tap your sticks in the air with a 1, 2, 3, something like that. I think it was very popular at the time. Got some singing from me, whether you wanted it or not. Sorry about that. Okay, Eliza says I've got a song for everything. That's her daughter, and she's not always so appreciative of that. I'm sure you are. Tapping on the side of your hand, and you can just copy, follow along with me, and repeat after me. If you don't want to, if that brings up demand avoidance, you just do you. I'm here as a guide. I'm not telling you. You can change the words, you can skip the words, you can say whatever the heck you want. I'm just here to lead if you would like it. Okay. Even though I've got this resistance to knowing I deserve it, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I notice the limits to feeling I deserve this, love and appreciate myself exactly as I am. Even though I want to deserve it, but I don't know that I do deserve it, and I don't know if I can let it in, and choose to deeply and completely accept myself anyway, and embrace it all. Okay, and we're going up to the eyebrow here. I don't know if I deserve it, but I deserve it anyway. I notice my limits, my resistance, and I deserve it anyway. I'm not sure if I do deserve it. I don't know if I should let myself really want and have this pleasure. And I deserve it anyway. I don't know if I've done anything to deserve it. And I choose to have it anyway. I'm not sure what deserving it really means. And I notice that I'm enough and I deserve it right where I am. I don't really know how to let this pleasure in, how to really enjoy things, how to accept it, and I still deserve it anyway. What if I'm not enough? What if I'm not good enough? What if I don't deserve it at all? Well, I bloody well deserve it anyway. What if I don't deserve it at all? Bloody well deserve it anyway. Because I'm me. Because I'm here. Because I'm enough. And just put your hand over your heart for me too, if you like. And allow yourself to take in a deep breath and know the pleasure that wants to come in to your body, into your experience, into your life. And allow yourself to breathe that in now fully. And as the breath wants to come out, allow yourself to blow away any resistance that's showing up for you, any sense of not deserving, any blocks. If you want to, you can give yourself a big hug. I'm sending you one. Thank you for sending all your love to me, which I absolutely know you are with my sharing with you. I've got birthday and holiday and all that. I appreciate you all very much. Have a beautiful week. I'll see you on the other side.